the Innovator Performance chip installed for a few weeks now. I haven't done any new 0 to 60 because I got 2 of my tires changed, right? Both passenger tires I got changed. I mean, both front tires, so the driver's tire, front tire, and passenger front tire I got changed because, like I said, the thread was low. And then not too long after that, I'm backing up, I'm parking, and then a branch somehow got wedged into the rear passenger tire. How did that happen? I don't know. But all I know, I seen a big branch. So a big branch wedged right into my rear passenger tire. I'm like, come on, man, really? I'm like, really? So of course, and it was Friday. This happened Friday. It was a busy day for me on Friday. So I had to run to the tire shop, get me a new tire. Did y'all know that tire prices have went up? There was a spot where I was getting tires for like $30 a piece. No, $35 a piece. Now it done went up an extra $5. Now it's $40 a piece. And that's crazy. I'm like, everything is going up for real, for real. But someone I was watching on YouTube, they were showing me a product like this this kind of machine, like a manual machine, where you can change, like, it's small enough for you to change your own tire. Like if you have a busted tire, then you can take the rim out yourself. Like you could take that rubber part out, disconnect it from the rim, and then, you know what I'm saying? It's a process, but you could do it yourself. Take that old tire off, and then you can go take that new tire and then put that new tire back onto the rim. So yeah, it's I think it's worth it. Like if you have a house or a garage or something where, you know, you can do it yourself, I think it's worth it. It's worth the money. Y'all could look it up. I don't know how much it is, but y'all can look it up. But I can tell you this: whatever price it is, it's worth the money. It kind of suck because I done spent $100 and something on 3 tires because the prices for tires has gone up. First I was paying $35, you know, for 1 tire. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Then I go back because I see that, you know, both front tires, you know, tread is kind of low, and then on the passenger tire, the front passenger tire, there was like a little knot know what I'm saying, on the side of the tire. So that would have been a big problem if I was on the highway and that busted. Then it would have been a major problem. A major problem. So I had to get that changed. And then, like I said, I was parking, and then somehow a branch, like a little small branch, got wedged into the passenger rear tire. So now I'm like, come on, man, really? Like, I was tight. But hey, I had to do what I had to do. Yeah, this car needs washing, but it's been raining all last week. It's been raining all last week. So we got 3 fresh tires. The driver rear tire, you know, seems to be still in good condition, you know, which is awesome. So now I should have 4 tires with great, or at least good tread. You know what I'm saying? So that should help with, you know, contact when I'm doing my 0 to 60 run. That should help when I'm doing my 0 to 60 run. But what also is going to help is suspensions, which I already have it, you know, to order. You know, 2 brand new suspensions. Stupid mother. I don't know why. People love parking in my spot, bro. This is why I hate apartments. I hate having an apartment. This is why I'm working towards a house. So yeah, I'm gonna get my suspension, 2 front suspensions, and I also need to go to pull aparts and do some practice on, you know, and try to figure out how to change the 2 suspensions in the back, in the rear, because I want to change all 4 of my suspensions. So once I go to pull aparts and figure out how to change the 2 rear suspensions, then, you know, I'll order them and then I'll change them out. You know, so I can have 4 brand new suspensions. You know, I have 4 good tires. So 4 good tires with 4, you know, brand new good suspensions. You know what I'm saying? With the Innovator Performance Strip. With some weight reductions. I brought a smaller toolbox, and that big old toolbox I had, I kind of divided it in half. You know, and took half of the tools in that big box and put it in the smaller ones. So now I have toolbox in both cars, and I divided it that way. So, you know, less weight, you know, even if it's half a pound, you know, or a quarter of a pound, it's still that little bit of weight is still, you know, still gone. It's still, you know, it's still good. So yeah. So we're good with tires. Now we just need to do the suspension. Of course, I'm going to flashy dip the car. I may keep the inside interior the same because it's pretty clean for the most part. It's just these floor pads, that's stupid, you know. I'm gonna get the rubber ones, because the cloth ones suck. When you're trying to clean it, when you're trying to clean these cloth floor mats, they suck. So I'm gonna go and look for the rubber floor mats. And I'm also going to get car seats, because either car seats, or I'm gonna go pull apart and see if I can find, 2 passenger and driver, seats. If I can find 2 seats, driver and passenger, that's in great condition, then that's awesome. I won't have to get seat covers. I can just install those 2 seats. You know what I'm saying? That'll be awesome. That's one thing I have planned to do, because because these, like, right here at the edge where your thigh, your thigh and your kneecaps, or close to your kneecaps, it's kind of a stain there. I don't know what stain it is. I've been working on the car a lot, so it could have been, oil stain or grease stain or something from, me working on the car. So I'm either gonna get car covers, or I'm gonna get car seats. Either way, one of those routes I'm going. And also for plasti dipping, no, I'm not gonna reveal the color just yet. I'm not gonna reveal the color yet, but I will reveal the color very soon. And the reason I have chosen this color is because it's one of my favorite colors, and I think it would look, fire, on this car. I think this car would look fire with that color. So yeah, and to add more power, because a turbocharger, I may go with a turbocharger. The cheapest turbocharger I've seen was like $600, or 6 and change, close to $700. So I may go with that turbocharger, just to give her a little bit of more power, baby, a little bit more boost, a little bit more torque, a little bit more, better acceleration, you know what I'm saying? And especially a better 0 to 60 time. I know I ain't gonna get no, ain't gonna be no 3 second or 4 second or 5 seconds, but like I said, if I could get to 8 seconds, I can get to 8 seconds, or at least between 9 and 10 seconds. If I could get to either 8, 9, or 10 seconds, 0 to 60 time, then, for the most part, I'll be satisfied with that, because this is the stock engine for the 07 PT Cruiser. It is the stock engine. So of course, to get more power, somebody said to me, hey, why don't you do an engine swap? Why don't you get the engine from the PT GT, get a PT GT engine and swap it out with your stock engine, so you could have a PT GT, turbo engine in your car, instead of a regular stock naturally aspirated engine. So this is true. And labor, getting the engine is that's not the expensive part. The expensive part, it's not expensive getting the engine itself, but the labor, having someone installing the engine, that's gonna cost thousands of dollars. And that's one of the things, I'm considering, or I'm factoring in, the labor price. For me personally, yeah, I do some stuff on the car, I work on the engine a little bit and work on the car a little bit, here and there. But taking the engine completely out, that's way above my pay grade. I don't have the skills, the tools, or the experience to do so. So I'm going to take it to a highly trained, skilled, experienced professional that especially have the tools and the engine, not the engine mount, the engine crane. I think that's what it is. It's that thing that holds the engine up, like it pulls the engine up. That machine that pulled the engine up, and then you can pull it back, and then drop it or lay it down, and then pick up hook up the new engine to that thing, and then put it, So yeah, I would have to call around and get some pricing on labor. Like, hey, I have an '07 PT Cruiser, and I just wanted to know how much it would be to do an engine swap. To put in a PT-GT turbo engine in this non-turbo engine car. Get some prices, see what they say, and go from there. And if I do decide to go down that route, I'm not no rich boy, nobody left, trust fund or nothing like that. So everything I'm doing, I'm working hard to get the money to do it, and I'm doing it because it's my passion. I'm a car enthusiast. This is what I love. You know what I'm saying? I love, even if I'm not racing, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to be racing, but just driving and having your car look good and building your car the way that you want it. Even with plastic dipping and interior, exterior, racing stripes or whatever it is that you're doing to your car. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. It's about making your stock car that you got from wherever or whoever, just making it your own, customizing it to make it your own. And then, of course, going to car meets and car shows and, cars and coffee and stuff like that, and meeting up with other car enthusiasts. So, yeah. And also my horn. I have gotten that lubricated spray to kind of loosen up the springs on my horn, like the pad, but it broke somehow. I think it was like $5 or $6, but it broke somehow. I don't know how it broke, but it broke. So I ended up using WD-40 to kind of spray in those 3 little holes in the PT Cruiser to try to loosen up the springs, because I think the spring is getting stuck in there, because before I disconnected the horn itself, which is on the passenger side, right in that fender well, right by that tire, like a little bit up by that tire on the fender. Before I disconnected that, it kept blowing on its own. Even when I'm not touching it, I'm driving on the road, I'm not even touching it. My hand is on the steering wheel, and then it would just beep, beep, beep. It would beep on its own. And I'm like, what's going on? So I disconnected the horn from the passenger side, because that's where it's located on the PT. On the passenger side, underneath the fender well. And I was just trying to figure out what's going on. Then I ran across this video that was telling me, hey, if you have a PT Cruiser and your horn won't stop blowing, don't go change the whole horn out. Or he was like, "What try this first." He said, "Try this." He showed the can, the aluminum lubricate can or something like that, and he showed the 3 holes that you're gonna spray it in. And once you spray it a good couple of times in those 3 holes, he was showing that you push the pad, just push it, so those springs could loosen up. And it worked when he did it. I didn't 100% try it yet because I been so busy with videos, editing videos and music, and so maybe today or tomorrow, sometime this week, I'm going to get that again. I'm going to get that spray. I'm going to make sure I do it bright and early in the morning before I really, before my day starts. Um, well, it's going to start, but, before 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, before then, I'm going to make sure I get that can again. And I'm going to try not to break the top again. I'm going to be gentle with it. And I'm going to, spray a couple of times in each holes, being careful. Then I'm going to push down on the pad again, hoping that it loosens up those springs. Then I'm going to go back underneath the fender well on the passenger side, reconnect the horns, disconnect the battery first, then reconnect the horn, then reconnect the batteries, and hope that the springs have gotten loose. I hope. You know what I'm saying? I could just hope that the springs got loose and I won't have that problem again, and my horn will be fixed where it blows only when I touch it. So yeah, that Plasti Dip video is coming very, very, very soon. Like I said, I already have it, to order. Don't know when it's gonna get here, but I'm excited for it to finally get here so I can finally Plasti Dip, my PT so it can look clean. Right now, it don't look clean. It don't. You know what I'm saying? And I want it to look, clean. I want it to look really clean. Alright, so that's just a quick update, right quick. So, till next time.